So, the astrology highlights for the week of May 31st to June 6th. I mean, really, it's all about this full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. So, really, do your full moon release rituals. Please, please do that on Friday, June 5th. But before that, on Tuesday, June 2nd, Mercury enters its shadow zone of its upcoming Mercury retrograde. When Mercury hits 5 degrees of Cancer on Tuesday, June 2nd, it will be entering its shadow zone of the full Mercury retrograde coming up on June 18th through July 12th. The shadow zone is the area of where Mercury will go backwards. So while Mercury is still moving forward until June 18th, it's going to trace its steps back to 5 degrees of Cancer, where it goes into on June 2nd. So Mercury starts to slow down a little bit. So really pay attention to your thoughts that are coming into your mind, because you're going to be able to reassess these as we go into the upcoming retrograde season. I'll be talking all about Mercury retrograde and giving you a Mercury retrograde survival kit. So don't worry, I got you covered. And then on Thursday, June 4th, we have Venus conjunct the Sun. This is the closest approach to Venus to the Earth halfway through the retrograde cycle. So again, as I was mentioning earlier, all of the Venus themes of values, of relationships, of love, of money, we get to reassess. So I hope you've been doing your work to really reassess what you want to change up with all of your Venus themes, because now the second half of this Venus retrograde cycle, you're going to have the ideas of how you need to change these things up. Again, don't worry about doing anything right now. Just get really mindful and really conscious of what is coming up for you, because the full moon in Sagittarius that happens the next day, as I was giving you questions earlier about what to get curious with, you get to release all of this, right? You can see how your values and your beliefs, the Venus and the Sagittarius themes, are closely intertwined. So what do you need to get really curious with to unravel and let go? And because we're dealing with a fire moon, you're going to want to write all of that stuff down, all the things that no longer serve you, and burn it and release those ashes to the wind. Well, I hope that the astrology highlights have served you this week. Next week, we are going to be still talking about Gemini themes and creating a aligned brand story using my personal 3Ps. These are a little bit different. If you've heard of 3Ps, I have some astrology-based 3Ps on how to create your aligned brand story that engages. That will be coming up in next week's episode. So again, if you want more astrology for entrepreneurs, if you're curious about astrology and want to surround yourself with an inclusive community, connect with us in my free Facebook group, The Savvy Luminary, to connect with astrology-loving professionals like yourself. If you want to create your future faster, the thing that you need to do is not get more information, but to change your beliefs by surrounding yourself with other motivated, spiritually inclined entrepreneurs. My immersion program, Luminary Rising, the doors are still open. Come on in. We talk astrology, we do training, we have group mentorship. It is a beautiful, inclusive community of like-minded entrepreneurs that will support you to build your business faster and more aligned. And if you want some one-on-one, you want to overcome your fears and see your fullest potential, invest in an astrobrand session or two with yours truly. Head over to thesavvyluminary.com/ astro brand. All right, until next week, happy full moon in Sagittarius. Mahalo for listening to this brand new podcast. If you enjoyed learning about astrology for entrepreneurs, help me spread the word by sharing this podcast with your business besties, and hop over to the Savvy Luminary for links to episode notes and our free Facebook community where you can send me questions about astrology or branding, as well as connect with other like-minded businesses.